Yeah, we got all the mics up here, so you can come up. You don't have to be shy. You can come on over,
new.
hang out.
He's new.
I get it, man. We're all pretty new around here. But in studio, Messer with us, and we were just chatting because this world right now, it's a unique time to be in a band, especially a traveling band. But you guys did some pretty cool stuff during the different times. Like including some covers, and we were just talking about you did a Creed cover and a Goo Goo Dolls cover. Tell us a little bit, you were just messing around with the capo, like what tuning were you using, and then where'd you go to with that Creed song?
Maddox here, so you're hearing.
Oh, yeah, sorry. By the way, we've got Maddox, Derek, and John here from Messer. That's their name, so...
it's all good.
Yeah.
Derek and I we were already kind of messing around with, we were playing Billie Eilish's song Ocean Eyes, and we were using a capo to get it in our range, or we can kind of mess around with it. And out on that tour with Scott, we were hearing him do all these great Creed songs every night and just truly inspired. But we were kind of just half joking, messing around in the green room and playing it with that same, capo on the third fret kind of a thing. And it changed the whole song. And we did it a couple times during our acoustic VIP experience on tour. But then, during the pandemic, we came off of that tour and we weren't expecting to sit at home. We were expecting to keep on that momentum that we
For
had.
sure,
So,
yeah.
We had this really nice high coming off of that, 60 dates with Scott, and then we just kind of slammed into that brick wall of a, pandemic, and it affected us, affected a lot of people, but it affected us as musicians. This is, it's depression. I mean, I don't know another way to say it. You know what I mean? Like we got a lot of depression from not being able to tour during that time, and it got really dark. But we started kind of going through some of the fan film, some of the footage that we had from that tour, and we're just kind of living in those memories. And Derek and Jonathan and I sat around in the studio and produced up that cover of Arms Wide Open, kind of as a tribute to our fans, really.
Yeah, the pandemic, I remember it very vividly, of going from cars all over the place, people, crowded bars, everything like that one day, and the next day just like silence.
Yeah, Ghost Town.
It was wild, man.
Traffic was great.
Yeah, right. Gas was cheap.
Yeah.
But I was like, we all went through the pandemic. How did you guys make it? What kept you? You were saying you had that depression, and what pulled you out of it?
Well, for me, just speaking on myself, I thought music. Like Messer was kind of over, you know what I mean? We kind of, I don't want to say we broke the band up. We just said, this ain't going to work anytime soon. So let's just kind of, stop with this. And I focused on producing and writing for some other artists, some young pop artists, and, just trying to fit in wherever I can to just kind of keep making music. And John was my assistant engineer, so he and I were in the studio just producing some pop artists, some R&B stuff. We did some country songs. We're in Texas, so we produced a couple Red Dirt songs. But Derek, interestingly enough, we always joked about Messer means knife in German, and for a long time, we're like, man, we got to have a knife company. We got to get a knife company going. So Derek, he started a knife company.
Really?
Making knives in his garage with his buddy, man. Tell me about that.
Actually, my buddy, he was, I've known this guy since 8th grade. And he had posted a knife, off the tales of that hit show, Forged in Fire.
Sure.
Everybody watches that, and I want to make a knife. Well, he did it. He set up his garage during that time and made a knife, and I was like, man, I'm off tour. I want to come make a knife with you. And then I made one. I think I posted it on a Messer page or something, and then all of a sudden our fans are like, I want a knife. So next thing you know, man, we got a business. So now we're making custom knives. We got to make a knife for Johnny Van Zant.
Oh, okay.
And the wood they send us to use for the handle was from the dock where Ronnie Van Zant would sit, write songs, and fish.
Holy cow.
So it was a really pretty cool deal.
That's so cool.
One of the cool things that we thought about and then coming back is really what kind of got us out of that was when things started opening up, we started getting messages and emails to people about, when you're going to come play, and they're telling us their stories. And, we didn't realize, how many people's lives that we truly affected or that we touched, touring. It just didn't you don't think about that sometimes. And then So the weight of people saying let's get back out, we tried to get back out. We had a couple false starts where you get out and tour gets canceled and you come back home with your tail tucked, and we did that a couple of times until we decided to kind of wait until it was a little bit better to do it. We did Florida. Florida was great. They were really wide open there, but the fans are really, I think, what got us out of it and back out here, and what really inspired us to write this new single, to do this new song, Hope in This World. I was watching a lot of artists in that time. Some of them were making really strong political stances, on this side and that side, and just the world in general. There was so much, division, and we became more and more divided as a country
daily,
on the daily, and I think it was important for us to use our platform to kind of counteract some of that negativity and try to put more positive energy and a message of hope, really. You know what I mean? That despite all this negativity, that we can overcome and rise above, and that's kind of, I think, where I know that's where I am as an American. I'm speaking as an American, not as a band member.
Yeah,
I'm ready to get my life back. I want my life back, but I want all these other things that people want too. I want happiness. I want police reform. I want all these things, but more importantly, we just want to get back to doing what we do as musicians, which is perform.
Yeah. This world, it feels like everything is a big thing. There's no like subtlety. So tell me a little bit about the theme seems to be pretty open with hope in this world, but really, what was what's the driving force behind it? I guess.
I guess really it was really to kind of counteract some of the negative stuff you see on social media. For me, everybody wants to like a train wreck, but what we need to do is we need to start liking more positive posts. Share the things that are good, the good news, if you will. Stop sharing the bad stuff, and it's important, I guess, to share the bad stuff so that we have awareness. But at some point, it's become clickbait.
Yeah,
and we need to make good things clickbait.
Absolutely. I totally get that. And, where I'm at in my position, what gets the most people to click, obviously that's what I want. But like you're saying, if you frame things that are good that happen in a way that's like captivating, that's how we can really make some change in this world. So I'm looking forward to this song that you guys got. Tell me about what kind of influences you used in music wise. What are we looking at for sonic?
Well, sonically, you're going to hear a Messer song. We pride ourselves on, having a unique sound that is of our own. Now, we have co-written our whole music career with our best friend, Chad Gendison, who's our, producer. And, this is just as much his vision as it is our vision. It's, we're all brothers together. But this has always been, a mission about, an underdog, you know what I mean, trying to get out there and do something that's next to impossible to do. And this is just
day and age,
this day and age, and this is just another, step in that evolution. We've always, like we said, our songs are kind of, I want to say, rooted in the '90s. They have a nostalgic feel because that's what we kind of grew up with. You know what I mean? But we wanted to make them new and addictive at the same time. And Chad is an amazing songwriter, an amazing producer, an amazing friend, and we couldn't have done any of this without him. He's done
for sure.
Shout out to Chad.
So shout out to Chad. I gotta always shout him out.
Shout out to Kenny, our drummer.
Kenny, our drummer, who's not here. Thank you for.
We miss you, Kenny.
Yeah.
But on this song in particular, one of the cool things that we really wanted to do was have a nice, cool guitar solo, because on our debut album there was guitar solos were obviously missing.
Went very Saint Anger with it. Huh?
Yeah, well, that was a time period where nobody was doing guitar solos, so much. It wasn't about, and again, it was never about a guitar hero in our band per se. We're really a band that's about the message, and so it's one ego in that sense. But we wanted to do something cool with the guitar solo, so. John, along with our producer, Chad, got together and we did a really cool, guitar solo. It uses some different, it's just a different kind of thing, but it conveys emotion in a way that, it gives me goosebumps every time I hear it. So I'm sure it'll do the same for you.
That's awesome.
And John kills it too.
Yeah, I'm just happy to tap again. Bring back the taps.
There you go. You were talking about standing out and, making your music addictive and like being with your fans and stuff. You guys did something where you made like an app, didn't you? Like a subscription type of thing.
App.
Tell us a little bit. It's called The Machine. Am I right on that?
It's our fan base. That's what we call our fans with the Messer machine. They are the machine that helps drive us. So, we always invite people to be a part of that machine and help, push this thing forward.
Remind them that they are the machine.
They are the
Pushes us,
machine. Yeah, they are. We tell them that at the end of every show, every night. Derek tells them, that they are the machine. And without them, there would be nothing for us. But, with the pandemic, social media got weird, So we decided that we need our own platform in that regard. And we're very fortunate to be able to get an app developed strictly for Messer, and of course it's there's free pay and paid versions of everything, but this is how we make a living. And more importantly, we wanted to put some really unique exclusive content that you're not going to find on our regular social media sites, and more importantly, you're not going to get shadow banned from the Messer. You might, but you probably won't get shadow banned.
You'd have to be pretty insane to get shadow banned.
Yeah, so that's on Google Apps and the Apple stores, anywhere. You just type in Messer, and a little icon will pop up, and I think now
bright
it's
yellow with our
Bright yellow,
logo.
black logo.
Yeah,
you can't
Nice.
miss it.
Yellow is the color of hope. So this whole theme of this song is yellow. The music video that you guys will see when it comes out later in February, it'll all make more sense. And even like what we brought you today, which is we went old school with an advanced copy of this, and this is what we brought for you. I'm going to give this to you now. You can open it up, and then you can figure out your time machine.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I've never done an unboxing video, but while I try to figure this thing out, because I'm an idiot. Hold on.
Pull that
For the
part towards
slider
you.
on the
There you
side.
go.
This one?
Yeah, pull it down.
Okay.
Our good friend, who was a fashion designer back
Oh.
in Dallas,
And a
was on there.
cassette tape.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's a USB actually. So
Well, I mean, I'm opening it. That's so cool. Holy cow. Okay, yeah.
pull it
And I
out
like the
a bit.
box. It smells like it's like actual wood and stuff. That's really cool. And then you pull this out.
plug that in.
There we go.
And there's your advanced copy. For
There we
radio
go. All
promotion
right.
only. You
I
can't
dig
buy
it.
that.
You're
can't
not
buy
going
that.
to. No one's
we,
going
we
to.
made 100
Yeah,
of those things, and we numbered the card in there is actually. I don't know what number you got. What number?
What
pull
number am I? Come on.
pull the
lucky
back of
number
it.
69.
Oh,
No, Colin took that one.
our merch guy.
39. All right.
39.
I'll
Well,
take
it's
it. I'll
close.
take
It's
it.
close.
Yeah,
You're 30 away from 69, so you're halfway there.
I'm halfway. Someone's having a good time.
We should just made them all 69.
We should have.
That would have been awesome, actually.
But we loaded that up with some goodies. There's a bonus track on there for your own personal pleasure as well. But that's it, man. That's the song, and we'd be happy to play it for you acoustically. And one of the things that we like to do at Messer is kind of imagine our songs acoustically, rather than just come in and play the rockin' song on the acoustics. We rearrange them, we play around with them, we have fun with them. So that's
For
what
sure.
we got for you.
Definitely.
Let's do that now then.
So. All right,
Awesome.
man.